Catalina Dermenjian. I'm an Australian aspiring cellist, ethnically Armenian and born in Syria. Why I've chosen cello as my instrument? It's very interesting because my first ever instrument was actually piano. So very interesting. It wasn't cello at all. But I've started piano when I was 11 years old, 10 years old, and by the age of, after a year, I've changed to cello. And the reason for that is because of the principal of the institute back in Damascus. He has recommended me and encouraged me to actually pick cello as my instrument. He just saw me as a cellist and not as a pianist. I'm also very interested in pop. It's very interesting for classical music to listen to pop music, but I do love pop and I love the simplicity of pop. But my main goal in my music career is to kind of mix all these genres together, and including jazz. I love jazz. I would love to learn jazz even more. I don't know much about jazz, but I'm aiming to learn about jazz more in the future. I was classically trained, so classical music is the first style that I've ever studied. But I'm also interested in Middle Eastern music and tango, gypsy music, and mainly Armenian music. As a cello teacher and music tutor, I very much believe that every single kid and child and adult, doesn't matter, at some point they should learn music, because I think music is very therapeutic and it heals the soul, and it practices not only just music, it practices the mind, the memory, the confidence, multitasking, mainly multitasking. It teaches you how to multitask, so it affects the individual from all the sides. So I think even though they're not taking it as a career, musicians or non-musicians, I think at some point they should learn music, even if it was as a hobby or anything. I'm going to have many performances coming up soon in Australia. I loved my visit to Dubai this summer, even though it was very hot. Oh my gosh, it was so hot. I'm studying my master's at the moment. After finishing my bachelor's, I'm finishing up my master's at the Sydney Conservatorium of Music in cello performance with Dr. Georg Pedersen. I have worked with many international composers, them being Elena Kats-Chernin and Carr-Boyd, Gerard Brophy, and Marcel Khalife. I've worked with Marcel Khalife and it was very nice. Every single composers have had their own style and specialty about it, but I think the most that is close to my heart is Marcel Khalife, because I'm also Middle Eastern at the same time, so his music touches my heart, it just reminds me of my land. This is why I feel the closest. I do have a favorite composer. As a matter of fact, he was my inspiration, and his name is Aram Khachadurian. He's an Armenian classical musician, composer, and cellist. Talking about other styles, let's talk about pop, early pop. I love Queen, the band Queen and Freddie Mercury. Yes, Michael Jackson, all of that. Piazzolla, tango composer. And for social media, I'm mostly active on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and you can also find me on my website, catalinadermenjian.com. And stay tuned for more performances and more music videos coming up. Thank you.